Tonight's forecast, dark. But that's okay. Day9 the Lightbringer is about to ascend to the land where he can literally see anything again. This DLC is way too dark. We got a short stream for the day. We're not going to be playing for too terribly long. And as we're playing through again, no tips, no spoilers. Don't tell me what to do. Except do tell me how you're doing. Because I miss you and I love you. Ooh. This view on the Skidoo Altus is maybe my favorite view. This is so great. So a little review of what we did last time. I don't really know why I'm getting those frame hitches. I don't know if it's my software. You guys are seeing these hitches? Is it just this location? Alright, I'm going to go over to here. And I'm hoping that it's not my PS5. Whatever. I'm still getting it. Hold on, this is not the stream. Hold on. I have not gotten these kinds of frame skips before. This is not the stream. This is not the stream. What up, Tortellini? God, this is the most incredible view. Yeah, I think it was actually just that area. Wow. By the way, I'm not crazy. You guys also saw those hitches, right? You also saw those hitches? And also, you're not seeing them now, right? All right. Epic Player VT says, I mean, you are crazy, but I don't see how that's relevant. Wait a minute, can I? Oh, there is no underground. All right. We're doing this intro. According to patch notes, rebuilding database on PS5 seems to help. Okay, where do I go to do that? And I'm gonna come to this in order to not. Let me go home. Let me see if I go here. Where does one? It's no longer process. It's something for next time. It's a longer process. How long does it take, Burner Man? I'm willing to burn a bunch of time. I mean, you're here for me anyways, huh? Where is rebuilding databases, Burner Man? Doesn't that take a long time? How long does it take? All right. I think there's some delay in my voice. How long does it take to rebuild databases, Elden Ring? Let me just do this. We're gonna reboot the whole game. Okay, how do we do this? System. We're just gonna quit. Power down the PS5, then press the power button 10 seconds until you get into the debug menu. All right, I see. I'm just gonna see if closing and reopening it helps with that issue. All right, so okay. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna set an alarm for tonight to do the rebooting, but you know, I don't think anything that difficult is gonna happen today that's gonna demand me to Re-database. No, don't change database to relatable. God, this fucking phone. Re-database PS5. I'll set my alarm for 6 p.m. 7. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Our journey through Elden Ring continues. Have a short stream today, so of course, even though it's short, y'all have been so amazing and respectful about not backseating me, not spoiling things, even when I am very obviously missing something right in front of me. It's so great. Also, brief note, I'm getting some frame hitches as I am moving the screen around as I'm just trying to walk from A to B. So I'm going to be doing some of the re-databasing. What is it called again? It is the scroll. The suggestion was just given to me. What is it? It's rebuilding databases. Okay, got it. It also could just be this particular area. But regardless, some of the stuff we did last time, we managed to successfully explore this whole area. We also explored deep into this area and found that there wasn't really anything here except for the Fog Rift Catacombs that we actually already have beaten. We have not done this high ground area here, and I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to just put some markers up there to remind myself that I haven't actually gotten the chance to walk up here in this area. We also went up the river, and at the end of the river, we found the Rivermouth Cave, where we found our Blood Boys, took out the Blood Boy King. But we did see that there were some mysterious locations that we just couldn't really get to in these caves. So I'm very, very curious what's there. We also had a lot of fun going through the Fog Rift Fort. But I think one of the big things that I experienced in playing this game, man, there's actually just... I think I've kind of chosen one of the least fun paths that I could have chosen. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm having a lot of fun. But I made sure that before I crossed this bridge, I explored all the area everywhere. And I mean, this whole ring didn't really have much, except for, of course, the dragon we haven't killed. Bellerot Jail was really, really fun. But, like, this entire upper plain area didn't really have anything. Even down here to the Church of Consolation, not really anything notable here. Wandered all the way up to this area, didn't really have much of anything. Yes, there's the Artist's Chat and the Church of Benediction. But, like, there's not cool items or bosses that have been there. We even went all the way up the river, and, like, a lot of the river stuff was not particularly notable. So, like, the most notable thing we've done is a cave and a fort in the last session. We got a prayer room key last time, and so I want to briefly go back to the Church of Crusade and see if something's there. But I'm unsure where I really want to go to today. Part of me wants to go to this beautiful-looking area, and I mean, let's do that. Let's do the Church of the Crusade, and then come back to here and make our way straight up to that, yeah? This is exploring in a way I normally do not. Erdtree says, Elden Ring just your mainstream Souls, so it's going to have a lot of rough edges rounded off to suit everyone, which I'm fine with. Maybe it's just me, but I just feel like this is maybe their best work. Like, just across the board. It's, like, good for OG FromSofters like me. I think it's better for new players because you don't have to get so damn frustrated. Oopsies. Oh, the game's too hard. They need to make it easier for me. Erdtree says, I feel like the writer and directors went out of their way to impress George. You mean George R.R. Martin? Or is there someone you know named George? Yeshuritz, has any plans to play Armored Core 6? I don't really know what I'm doing with my life right now, Yeshuritz. I've only gotten as far as I need to get these souls. I'm like in a really weird spot in life right now. I'm in a weird one. I'm in a period of great transition. And I'll tell you more about that the very second that... Oh my god! Holy moly. Okay, so the charge attack is... I'm getting my stick. That's so funny. Hey, we're gonna have a short stream. By the way, no backseating because I don't know if you know this, but I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright. I'm overestimating them. Because, like, I have an actual free win button against them. I'm not using the button, but I have it. But anyways, I'm in a really interesting period of transition where for a while now, almost all my work hours have not been streaming, but have instead been game deving. Which is great. That's what I want to be doing. See? I told you. I just used the button. But what that means is that a lot of my gaming time, honestly, I would do on stream. And because I'm doing a lot of my gaming time on stream, this means that with less hours streaming, I'm just literally doing less gaming. Or I should say, less variety of gaming. And so, oh, turning on the pants. Oop. So, like, when it comes to games like Armored Core 6, or, hey, Sean, you mentioned you might want to replay Sekiro. What do you think about that? You know, like, there's just a lot of things that I've mentioned that I really, literally have no idea at all when, where, at what time I'm going to do which thing. I have no clue. You know, I'm definitely going to play the Elden Ring DLC. I'm definitely going to be playing Stormgate when it hits its pre-release, access, alpha, beta. The game's not done, whatever they're declaring it. I'm going to do that. I definitely want to go back and finish Baldur's Gate 3. I want to play the new Hearthstone expansion when it comes out. Prayer Room Key. I'm going to hit this on all sides. See, I don't know who I am right now. I have no idea who I am, what I want to do. From a like streaming perspective, I'm just really not sure. I'm enjoying the heck out of game deving though. So I'm going to at least be a little bit considered here. I'm not going to sprint straight in a line. I'm going to check this upper plateau, kind of like this, work my way down, and then I'll do this, and I'll leave all these other outer plateaus, because I can imagine this goes down and, like, loops underneath and stuff. Is that sword from the Leonine boss? This sword is from, or the sword that I just had equipped. That is if you go to Redmane Castle before the party. There's a completely different collection of enemies in the castle, including a different boss. And I beat that boss, and it dropped the Ruins Greatsword. Hey, Yoav Snakers. Thanks for the raid. Can't believe I'm dying to these guys. How embarrassing. Yo, Snakes is go, Day9 go. I'm trying as hard as I can. Were you playing Elden Ring today? Nivioker says, man, I know what bosses you faced. Well, I've done the Bellerot jail boss, the swordsman. I've done the Blood King boss. He's like the ugly guy who stands in the blood. You know, the blood boss. I've done Rolana. I've done the Elemental Lion, which was just a gorgeous boss. The blood boss. You guys know what I'm saying. Whatever, dude. See, this is generally why I like the Naginata so much, is it has this swipe down that's good against flyers. But guys, this is my literal first introduction to any FromSoft or Soul-style game, and I'm not really sure what's going on. The combat seems really slow, but if you get hit once, you're basically dead. Yo, there's a whole area down here? What? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, dude, let me tell you. Beguile, if this is your first Souls game, like the first time you've ever seen any of it, let me tell you, you came to a great salesperson. You came to a great salesperson, okay? So first of all, I want to talk about what the combat is by going to one of these turkeys over here and having them aggro. All right, everyone, we're no longer an Elden Ring progression stream. We're an Elden Ring training game. You know what I'm trying to say to you. You just know now what I am no longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly aggro some enemies. It's very rare that you actually fight more than one or two enemies at once, so I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can pick off the dog. I'm going to try to get down to one enemy really fast here. And I have somewhat of a cheesy, easy build, which will be great for demonstration purposes. Let me just stab this guy to death. Here we go. Oh, this is so perfect. If I can just get this guy killed. Still targeting this guy. Come on. Oh my god, do something. I'll do this and I'll pull his archer bow back out. Oh. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I want to talk about just the combat of Elden Ring for a moment, and this is the combat of the Souls games. This is going to be my sales pitch to you for why the game is fun, and we're going to start at the combat. A lot of games have this insanely fast, super snappy combat. You know, I think about Street Fighter or Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, where you're just gacking out combos, trying to do as much stuff as possible in as short a period of time. The Souls games do something very different, which is they try to make the combat very much so about being deliberate, observing what is happening, identifying patterns in what is happening, looking for windows in what is happening. So take, for instance, this spear. Look at the speed of this attack. I'm going to be holding right, and I tap it. You can see there's this wind up impact, and then I can move again. Wind up impact, and then I can move again. It's a very, very, very chunky, slow thing. I can't interrupt this. Again, I'm holding left. I'm still holding left. Notice just how insanely long it takes for my character to just keep moving. What's interesting about this is that this is true for you, but it's also true for your enemies. So here, I'm gonna get close enough to my enemy to where he'll pull out his stuff. And so he's gonna swing. Notice as he slams down, hey, I think there's a moment there where I might be able to get an attack in. So I'm just going to be using my overhand attack that you saw me use earlier. So maybe I can swing here. Oh no, that was a bad time to swing. I swung down, but my enemy actually had time to get in another attack. So this was not really about how amazingly fast my reflexes was. This was me trying to identify a window and then hit a button at just the right time. And you'll notice I just did a much better and correct time, which is to attack right now-ish. Or notice if I attack when he has his shield out, how long my character is sort of staggered and stuck. So see, after that slam down, I'm noticing that there's a bigger window of opportunity in which to do stuff. Now, all of this is currently being managed by this stamina meter, which is the green meter that, let me get my mouse cursor, it's this thing right here is my stamina. My shield can block all the damage, but you're seeing that it's taking stamina. And if I start trying to do things like rolling away, that also spends stamina. Or if I swing my spear around, that takes stamina. Or if I want to drink a health potion, it slows my stamina. And so, a lot of what makes this game incredibly fun and satisfying and addictive is that unlike a Street Fighter or a Devil May Cry, where I'm trying to get a bigger and bigger and bigger combo where it's me versus me, I am trying to figure out what I can do as fast as possible. And occasionally looking at windows for the enemies. And again, I shouldn't say Street Fighter 6 works this way because I know it's a multiplayer game, but like, I'm just trying to convey the idea of like self-combos being an emphasis of those kinds of games. Street Fighter 6 is as easy as Devil May Cry, a single-player game that's designed to be beaten. That's not my point. Let me try this again. But this game is not about see how fast you can get the combos in. It's about observing, oh, this guy, when I get far away from him, will pull out an arrow. So maybe if I move back, get him to pull out his arrow, I can run up to him when he's changing his weapons, and I can stab him then. Hey, that was really good, nice. And you quickly learn that you're punished for spamming. You quickly learn that you're punished for not dialing in and observing and watching and waiting. And in a sense, I like to call this a rhythm game, because if you see this is the pace of these swings, there's kind of a cadence. Now let me do my heavy attack. Do you see how long of a gap there is? Bop, 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 bop. Those are my 3 light attacks. Fast, 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 a little slower. Heavy attack, slow, slow. But it does more damage. And the heavy attack has other benefits that don't really matter, called like stance breaking. That's just another thing to consider where, oh my goodness, I might want to, versus this enemy, only ever do a quick swing, because I think the windows are small. But against this enemy, there's a large gap, and I try to get my slow attack in, because maybe it can stance break. You're observing what the enemies are doing, and you're getting this rhythm of how they wind up attacking. Maybe it's swing, 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 thrust. So maybe you try to, after the thrust, get in there, or maybe in between each of the larger gaps, you try to get a poke in. Or maybe you do what I do and you have a shield that sometimes blocks and makes them go, oh. You're trying to get the rhythm of what's happening in the fight and get your attacks to line up. And it winds up being this incredibly addictive short-term loop. And your reward winds up being that you get to explore amazing views like this. And you get to say, what the heck is that over there? In fact, I'm going to use my little spyglass to look. I see some rocks and trees up there. I see this cathedral on the hill. I see this enormous fortress right here. And I also see this dude who's a little bit hot-headed. What are those things? In Elden Ring, in Dark Souls, and pretty much all the FromSoft games, the promise is, if you can see it, you can get there. Period. And so I get this anticipation, I get this want. I try to figure out a way that I can beat all these little enemies that are in the way. So I'm going to use this special magical spear to try to pick off this guy. And let's imagine these idiots weren't running away from me, but were instead running towards me. You know. Oops. heard that? That's a counterattack. It doesn't matter how I do it, but I saw there was an opportunity to go for the counterattack. I took it. Its stance broke the dude who fell over, and then I managed to get the kill. And so it's so stupidly fun to figure out the puzzle of each enemy. It's so stupidly fun to get into the rhythm of taking lots of care to advance forward, and your payoff is the best exploration you can see in any game. And that is my pitch to you to play these kinds of games. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back to my exploration, where I'm going to go to point 4 over here and see if there's a way to get up onto this high ground plateau. I don't think I can from here. I don't exactly see a way up. I suppose it's from this backside here that I might need to work over here and here to see these areas. I'm just going to trust that that's where I need to go. I was going to put a note for the editor. That was actually a very good one-off explanation. I'm super pleased with myself. All right, hold on, let me pull up my pants. You can get out there, sure, Bear. Get out of there. By the way, I was having this weird pain in my lower back, and I didn't understand why, because nothing really changed. I rarely ever have lower back pain. And I discovered the band in my shorts has a little thickness that was lightly pushing into my back all day. So if I just adjust my shorts to where it's just my shirt or just my back against the back of the chair, it's great. All right, so let us drop down. All right, so it's another one of these little tent fortresses, and I'm pretty good at... What? Yeah, but I want you to observe how I am approaching through this area, Beguile. Where I'm trying to come in from the side. There, my opponent's stance broken. So I just held block and then hit 2 buttons. And this is where your build really comes into play. Where I have a super tanky, robust build. And I want to go fight that giant fire knight. But the problem is, these dudes are nearby. What the hell is going on? So, part of my strategy here. Now notice I'm only hitting one attack button. I'm not doing crazy combos. I'm trying to angle myself properly against this guy. Pick him off, because I really want to kill that fire giant. But if these knights keep aggroing me, I'm worried I won't be able to get a good angle on this turkey. So... Shit, my horse. Oh! So what happened there is I hit the button to face the enemy, but I was already facing the enemy, so because I hit it again, it just immediately unfaced the enemy. And let me see if I have my... So this talisman I'm going to equip with a... Where is the... Where is a fire resistance talisman? Yeah. This is the DLC fire golem? Yeah. So, Beguile, another thing that's really fun about the game is that you can, like... Oh, God. There's a lot of different tools that you have available to try to overcome your problems. So, for instance, that fire giant, I need to jump with my horse when he hits the ground. Oh, God. One more. One more. Yeah. I need to, like, do this and jump over his fire when he hits the ground. So I need to time that correctly. That's fun to try to hit the timing. But also I observed, because I'm a genius, that if I get hit once by the fire, I basically immediately die. So what I did is I equipped this special talisman that boosts fire damage negation. So you can see right here where it has my fire resistance. 50% fire resistance. So there's like... You know, there's this opportunity to kind of solve problems and kind of think through how you want to overcome a situation. One way in which I could overcome this is just by avoiding the fire giants and coming back later. Another way is by just, frankly, being better at dodging. Dude, you... So I'm getting impatient and annoyed. Because I only get to play for 2 hours today and I really want to see what's in that castle. Because, I mean, like, this dude should not actually be dealing damage to me. And you see, because I was impatient and just tried to stabby stab him, I got punished. And so if you want to be a good Elden Ring viewer, this is where I can actually teach you something valuable. Every time I die, no matter what, just say, Sean was too greedy. That's what you do. That's how you become an Elden Ring viewer. Oops. Summon the horse. And notice that as I died, I had really good fire resistance. It's too greedy, Day9's. It's way too greedy. See? Look, everyone already knows what to do. But the thing is that, like, if I want to be a little bit more patient, I can angle myself better against the horse. See, I can wait till he swings, and then I can stab him once. See, like, if I want to do this properly, I'll wait till he comes at me. He'll swing here in a second. And I stab him on the way through. Walk away, walk forward. Stab him as we go by. Walk away, walk forward. Except when I see him doing the big leap attack. If I was watchful, I would see the giant club that he has in the air and go, oh. Oops. Got him. If I was watchful, I could say, okay, if he ever holds his club up in the air, just run back and don't engage, because then he's going to slam down. Yeah, and you know what? I don't even think I need to be on the horse. Oh, I thought I hit the roll timing correctly. This is where you see how stupidly powerful my build is. Because I'm just like the tankiest person of all time. Come here. Oh, this is so much easier. Stab the horse. Stab it. Alright, here we go. This is kind of what I mean by the strategy of the game, and where the strategy comes in, and what makes the strategy fun. I just said, screw the horse. I'm just gonna stand in front of that guy with my shield out, which is honestly how I fight most of these moves. Trying to get one of these isolated. Have you taken down any fire golem yet? Yeah. I straight up ran headfirst into the DLC, dude. Alright, so if I'm doing this crit attack, I can't take damage. Because Miyazaki doesn't hate his player base that much. Oh, you don't have a shield? I can stab you to death. Great. Weapon shield combo work out perfectly for you in the DLC. So Pathless Cross, generally speaking, we appreciate no spoilers. Because, you know, letting me know that there's not going to be upcoming challenges. It's a little sad. You know? I don't like spoilers. We're carrying around a tombstone. This is what's known as the Fingerprint Stone Shield. Alright, come here, you turkey. This is a horse boss. Alright. Alright, come here, my guy. This is controller, mouse, and keyboard run. Mouse and keyboard, baby. Stab. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I'm going to need to run so far away now. Look at how stupidly beautiful this game is. Hey, my fire resistance let me live once. Okay, face him. Heal. Heal again. Oh. Alright, that was bad news. Okay, alright, I got the timing a little bit better now. God, this guy's tanky. If I get the timing right. So I should step right as he lands, not like before. I can maybe even use the audio as a cue to jump. Okay, nice. Forgot we need to break him multiple times. Alright, I was correct. He is doing his Flameo Explode maneuvers. Alright, we've dealt 1/10, maybe a 12th of the damage. This guy's as tanky as I am. Is he going, he's doing a twofer? Alright. Alright, so there's a flash of light, and the flash of light might be a really good cue to begin doing sprinting. You fucking horse. See the flash of light, and then I run. This is going to take the rest of my life. Yeah, Beowulf, the general thing I'm going for is if you hit him in his foot enough, he'll go boom, and then he'll start falling over. And then there's a little glowing head that you can stab. Oh, shit. Alright, we got this. Dude, I'm making a mistake. Now, everyone, teach Beguile the right thing to say. We want him to become a Souls player, don't we? Too greedy. Too greedy. Now, if any of you try to tell me what to do, mods, do ban those people. You can see I'm being impatient and just trying to kill this guy as fast as possible. I'm having to work here, so that feels good. And also, just, I mean, I know I'm talking about the greed thing, but as a reminder, we are a backseat spoiler-free game. Current goal is to kill the fire giant and go to this beautiful-looking castle inside. Oh yeah, I forgot about that attack. But Rolf Trump says, is too greedy synonymous with impatient, if that makes sense? It doesn't have a synonym at all. People just say it no matter what happens. I could also get this. Flame grant me strength. Flame fortification might be good. Greed doesn't mean anything at all. But for some reason, people just love saying it. It's like one of the most favorited things to possibly say. Ow, Jesus, that hole. Literal holy damage. So if I counterattack him twice, he gets staggered. Three times? Third time's a charm? Whoa, whoa, whoa! You know, I'm gonna kill this guy first. He doesn't have a shield, so he's very easy to take down. Oh. Jeez Louise! Oh, hey, give me your thing. Nice, Black Knight armor. I'm so cool. Flame fortification. Alright, so now I'm sturdier versus flame. Come here, my guy. It's heating up. Things are heating up. How can that horse even carry you? My horse also maxes endurance. Missed. This guy is annoying as hell. Come to me. Come to me, my bastard Flamio. Oh, no way that hits me. I respect this guy now. Understand what's hitting me, but I do need to run through his legs quickly. Should be stunning in a sec. Rebuilding stamina. God, he's done his like, warm-up stuff all. Alright, third time's the charm. What? I don't actually understand what was hitting me there. I think that maybe I'll just run away next time, because I mean I'm just slightly confused. Because I mean the last time I fought the fire giant guy, and even the second time, I was like pretty confident I knew what was happening. Just not sure. Just not sure. I think that there's like an area explosion right around him, and then it also goes out on the ground. That's what I'm going to assume is going on. So I should still do the same thing that I was doing before. So I should still do roughly the same thing that I was doing before. Except, oh my God, just get off my horse. All right. Camera souls. So what happens there, this is something that happens a lot. This is actually the only skill part of this build, which is if you, imagine I want to block left like this. If I'm holding forward and I attack, or if I do this, and then I'm holding left during the attack allows me to like turn left like this. But if I'm mid-attack, oh, actually, I should be careful not to kill this guy. If I'm mid-attack and I try to turn, notice how long. I'll actually show it with my controller. You can see there's like a really big delay for when I turn. And so if you just are holding the shield and stabbing against an enemy that's very fast, such as this guy on the horse, you'll wind up facing away from him. And then he can hit you in the back. Hey. There's certain times where I actually want to, like, wait for my animation to finish, wait to start facing in roughly the right direction, and then everything's fine. It's gonna be a long day of killing the flame giant. Go get my no souls. I didn't really lose that many souls, though. I think I lost like half a level. I only need one more level to become the happiest I've ever been. I didn't realize this tracked a little bit. Nice dodge. Dangerous guys, it's amazing how much your stamina those Hammer Knights chunk when they when you block them. Yeah, I think this is 86% reduction. Where are the guys? Come here, guys. That's not what we want to do. Here we go. Man, the view in this game is so good. It's so good. Bounce Wars, damn right. Thought I was out of range. Thought I was out of range. Panic roll. Panic as hard as you can. It's what to do. Enemy in Dark Souls is 2 enemies. Like, 1 enemy is pretty straightforward. Erdtree says, I wish you could reskin Torrent. Well, you can if you use the Elden Ring Battle Pass. The what? The Elden Ring Battle Pass. It was really disappointing when, after a week, the player base had dropped by 50%. I really think that they need to re-engage people with additional battle passes. Maybe some daily login rewards, like you get 1 level for simply logging in every... Alright, listen, this is a dunk at any journalist that writes the player base has fallen by this percent. Every single time that is written down, I no longer read the publication. That's it. I pour the bleach directly onto my eyes. I saw people talking about Palworld having dropped over 99% of its player base. And I'm like, didn't they sell like 20 fucking million copies? Or like more than that, like 30? Like the most insane amount of copies sold in like the shortest amount of time in history. 2 rave reviews. People didn't even buy it and go, this game sucks. Like, even I, who don't play survival crafting games really, I was like, man, this game is just like real nice. My poor horse. You know what's funny? That's not even my joke. This is a joke that was made by the PC Gamer editor like a week after Elden Ring came out because it had hit like 900,000 concurrents or something insane playing on PC at launch. And it had dropped to 450,000 concurrents, still making it one of the most played games in the history of Steam. By every measure, this game is like killing it. Oops. And so he's just like, Elden Ring's really struggling. It's lost half its player base. All he needs is a DLC or a battle pass or something to keep players engaged. It's like so funny. Okay, so I run away, and then Oh, I see. So there is a central conal explosion. Not conal, excuse me. Spherical explosion. So I need to be away from that. The boss is a real patience tester. I hope this boss has a DLC to him. This boss would be so much better if the boss himself had a battle map. Yeah, I can see the ground fire and the explosion fire are two different fires. And the third is me, because I am on fire. Get it? Alright, where's your little head? Oh, give me a fucking break. Really? Oh my god, I can't believe I killed him on a hill. Okay, this is the game. Alright, this is the game. Oh, just do it all again. I find it easier to focus, like, my horse in on the leg that's farther away. Real stressed. Alright. I mean, I think as long as we don't talk while we're in the middle of trying to dodge and accidentally die, we're okay. That's two. One more. Uh-oh. Is it in the... There it is. Oh, I thought he died. Oh, we did it! Crimson Burst Dried Tear, Furnace Visage. Oh my god. Oh. It gives 10,000 runes. Oh my god, did I just get tricked by the American dream? Oh. That's so funny. Is that a kill without knockdown? Purified 100. We got one knockdown successfully. Oh. Let's see, I still got a little over an hour. Woo! You get 1 rune per hit, not a little bit more. Oh, but you got a tear, Sean. Yeah, I mean, I just don't really use the tears. Your water bottle is appropriately sized, I know. And remember, I'm huge, so it's even larger than you think. Woo! Alright, so hey, now I get to explore this area for once. What a treat. Wait, did he just demolish the whole area? He just flattened it? Well, I guess I'll pick off this guy. Joe Darkwolf says, just got Elden Ring on Steam sale, just beat Margit today. I don't know if you knew, I'm a pretty big deal. Damn, this guy beat Margit, the Fell Omen? That's crazy. Let me know when you get to a guy who screams bear witness. My frames are struggling today. Not my stream frames, like my PS5 frames. Oh, fathers, one and all, bear witness. You'll actually find a courtroom where there's a bear on the stand. It's the bear witness. These tents got kind of clobbered here. Your Honor, I'd like to call a bear as a witness. Look, if Air Bud can be made into a movie, I think Bear Witness can be made into a movie. Your Honor, we'd like this honey bear to take the stand. Well, I guess there is no law preventing a honey bear from taking the stand. I'll allow it. Ah, yes, a great bow, sure. Whoops. Oh, this is where I accidentally die to these guys and the fire giant respawns. Like, no! Come on. holy fucking holy. I see what's going wrong. I see what's going wrong. There's an arrow in my body. I was having a hard time processing what it was I was dealing with. It's the fact that there's this... I was like, my spear's pointing the wrong direction. Let me replace this back with my stamina regen build. Ember of Mesmer. Skidoo trees. So I kind of am going to just do a little sweep of the area. But because I'm not going to go here today, I'm going to ring these little areas here. I like exploring. It's your first run? Yeah, it's my first run. I'm going in totally blind. I know nothing at all. And, you know, I will say that there's something... I have a criticism about this game. I have a criticism. Now, we need to, of course, pre-criticize the criticism, because this game is a 10 out of 10. Right? Like, you know, I made this joke before. Anytime someone comes at me and they're like, you know what the problem with League of Legends is? And I'm like, or this, you know what the problem with the League of Legends new player experience is? And I'm like, nothing. There's no problem. It's like the most played game in the world. It doesn't have this problem. What are you talking about, you know? Is there something that could be improved? Sure. I'm happy to have that discussion. But don't tell me what the problem with it is. It doesn't have a problem. It succeeds beyond the wildest dreams of anyone who could have ever worked at it. And I have a whole rant about that, but like, I want to share what is something that has been disappointing to me in this game compared to the base game. The base game kind of trained me to explore nooks and crannies like this. Like you saw this a lot yesterday, where I like wanted to explore all the way up here, what was in this waterfall, you know. Or actually, maybe the starting area is the best thing to point to. I explored this entire plateau. I explored this entire way. I explored down here. I explored all the way out into this area. I explored in a ring around this area. I did everything before crossing the bridge that I feasibly could do. Was Ballarat awesome? Yes. This Ballarat jail was awesome. There was effectively no satisfying, rewarding things to find outside of those two things. So this thing, this dragon is kind of cool, but like, there was no interesting, unique items. There was no mini caverns with mini bosses. There was no mini boss or interesting encounter down here with some neat items. This whole area, I mean, this was, I guess, semi-neat, but like not. It was very, it was very fine. And I feel like the first Elden Ring game trained me to scour every nook and cranny, and then maybe there'd be a jail here, where there'd be a boss fight. Maybe there would be, you know, a little catacomb here that I could explore through. And I was chatting with a friend about this, and my friend said, Sean, with what you described, I think you're just very unlucky. He's like, look, play another 20 hours and see if you still agree with this point. But like, in thinking about this, you know, I got to this area. I did do this entire... Wait, where am I? Yeah, I did do this entire fun region that had Rolana that pooped me out here. Like, this little dungeon was really, really fun. Ballarat was really, really fun. The jail and this catacomb was really, really fun. But I've actually not done that many notable locations. And I think that in Elden Ring, it was just, in base Elden Ring, it was just a little bit more dense than this game has been for me. But I wonder, Because, like, again, a counterpoint to that is, well, Sean, you also found Limgrave to be very meh when you first started playing and the game slowly grew on you. Maybe you're having the same kind of experience. And, you know, that might actually just be a fair remark. Oh, cool. This is what I mean by, like, rewards for exploration. Like, this was awesome. Seeing this area has been awesome. Having that happen is awesome. And just my first experience in this area, kind of going up and down the river, the density of awesomeness was kind of low. So many furnace visages. And here's the thing. I see people being like, clip it. Oh my god, the timing, clip it, clip it. This is not a counterpoint to what I was saying. This is evidence to support what I was saying. Like, this is exactly what I mean. This is a cool moment, and it's happened way after this long period where I'm just kind of wandering around through open world areas, not finding particularly cool items, not finding particularly cool bosses. There haven't been jails in the same frequency as there was in the base game. And it's kind of interesting because I heard a lot of people be like, dude, did you find the catacombs to be like samey and boring at some point? And I mean, this could be just me, but like, I loved that entire thing. I loved finding catacombs. The catacombs were great. The jails where there's a little one-off boss was great. Ethernet gifting 5 subs right now is great. So sick. Is that the swamp that I was in last time? No, that swamp is way down here. Yeah, Mr. Grimm, I think that the average quality of a catacomb in the base game is lower than the average quality of catacombs in this DLC. But I'm talking about the frequency. I'm talking about the frequency of interesting, cool stuff in the first 10 hours of my playthrough in the DLC. The frequency has been low. And again, my friend that I was speaking to, Tristan, believe it or not, Tristan was like, you went that route? Yeah, you just keep playing. Keep fire pots well clear when the golden golem's furnace is ablaze, and never let me catch you with pots that produce flaming whirlwinds, for goodness sake. Huh. Interesting. Ethernet says, real question for you, Day9. How do you deal with burnout? I'm struggling with added responsibilities and projects at my job. I'm constantly feeling the flight, the fight or flight response. So first of all, I'll be honest. There's nothing wrong with getting burnt out and going, I quit. Burnout's real. And I want to first validate that, yes, one can get burnt out because one's job and management can be stinky, so stinky, and not good and bad, and just go, all right, well, it sounds like you're overly tired. Well, let's just, honestly, just let me know if there's something I can do to help, and do your best. And they suck. That happens. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, hey, I want to let you know. I know that this is not like something I'm expecting to change overnight. Hello. But I think that I'm being stretched a little thin, and I think that short term, you know, I have some flexibility, but long term, I'm worried that I will not be able to upkeep with the amount of work. And I feel like this can be very telling. Because I think one of the tougher aspects of burnout, with a project or with a group, oh my god, that's beautiful. One of the tougher aspects is feeling invalidated. And I don't mean saying it to someone and have them invalidate you. I mean like you're sitting there quietly being like, I'm burnt out and I'm trying hard to fix it. I'm burning out and I'm trying hard to fix it. You put more burden on yourself. Let me try other things to try to fix it. Let me think of more things to try to make this better. Oh, God. Oh. Hey, Ethan, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, hanging in there. Internally, oh my God, I'm trying. Like this is a very easy loop to get stuck in. And when you make it external, hey, I'm actually starting to think I'm struggling a little bit. You can be saved. I have had people say things like, dude, you know what? You're doing way too much. The stuff you've done has been amazing, but I can see that you're doing a lot. Let me take something off you. Let me, like, personally try to handle. Yeah, every FromSoft game has stuff under elevators. Not so far here, huh? Let me personally take some stuff off your plate so that way you can actually get the rest you deserve. And they personally took some work off my plate and gave me the rest I deserved. It was amazing. So, this is something I would first say as a technique to battle burnout. I think it's always a good exercise to say, hey, if I took personal responsibility and try to figure out a way to fix this all on my own, can I do it? What about this? What about that? Maybe I'm going to try another thing. Thinking, trying. I think this is great. But there is a limit. Ask other people from the source. Hey, can you help me fix this? And that's one thing I would just know. Wait. You guys see that? Sure. Literally, the door is open. Stop meowing. Okay, I'm very sorry. I am going to do this. I can't see shit. I feel like I saw an entrance. Sheriff. Sheriff. Come on, come here. Lord. So, but let us suppose that you're asking the question, okay, Sean, if I am just caring about myself and I'm already working through things with work, like I am trying to find a way for me. Dude. Come here. If you want attention. Wait. Come here. What are you doing? Sheriff. Come here. Come here. I'm right here. I'll pet you. Dude, come here. Just... This cat is driving me insane! Okay. If you're just asking about yourself, like, hey, Sean, how do you deal with burnout, right? Not like, how do you just change the circumstances to, like, suddenly make it go away, but, like, how do you actually, when you're in the midst of it... Sheriff, why are you meowing? Your father's trying to make points. I knew it. My cat meowing. My cat. Here, just stop it. All right. Okay, give me a second. Dude, here. Again, I have like a really strong filter on this microphone, and you can hear her because her cries are blood curdling. Dude. Sheriff, come here. No. Come here. All right, I'll pet you. Go to the window. Alright. I don't know. I don't understand this cat sometimes. I really don't. I really don't get this cat because she'll meow at various locations instead of just coming to me when she wants to be pet. I don't believe it. All right. All right. All right, let's clean ourselves up. Woo! But, yeah, Ethernet, I think that some of the ways I deal with burnout is, first of all, I just start going to bed really early. Like, get in bed at, like, 9:30. And sometimes it's boring as hell when I'm in there. But it's good for me to just kind of chill in bed. Oh my god, sure. Whoops, I let go of the button. Another thing that I find really useful is I find instead of trying to try so hard on, what am I doing? Instead of trying to like push so hard on one individual project, I like to have a spread of other projects and things that I'm doing. Oh, I heard the I should let go of the block. It's a porcupotamus. Oh. I'm dead. I like to have other projects to bounce between. So, I mean, frankly, streaming and game dev is like my example that, like, if my streaming is going poorly for whatever reason, such as a hippopotamus killed me, at least I have the comfort of knowing that I can just make some progress on the game. Or if I'm struggling in various ways with the game, that's okay, because I can at least stream and know that I'm making some money. Where's my souls? Where am I? And I find that, like, bouncing back and forth between a couple of things is really, really, really helpful for me. There's another thing that, like, I would just express as, like, a, hey, keep this in mind. If your business is worth its salt, like, I'm not saying do this, but, like, man, if you just phone it in for a week and just do a bad job, business is going to be fine. There are times when I would burn myself out because I had this feeling of, oh, I see. Because I had this feeling of like, oh my god, if I am not doing the best job ever, Day9 TV is a business, it's screwed, you know, can't hire a replacement, Day9. It's just me. So I have to put in even more hours. But, like, camera souls. These angles are getting a little annoying for me. Got my stamina rebuild so fast. There are some things I will need to be learning about this. Oh my god, dude. Like, Ethernet, I completely agree with this. This quote of, I had a great CEO once say to me, we're not doing open heart surgery. It doesn't actually matter that much what we're doing. Yeah, like, you can just phone it in. Like, for instance, last week, I just felt a little ill. I maybe could have forced myself to stream, but I just was like, fuck it, it'll be fine. There will be more opportunities in the future. Also, One thing to note, I know I was encouraging everyone to do the greed thing earlier. If mods would be so kind as to time out people who do that for now, just because the joke has run its course. But appreciate a return back to normalcy. Okay, we still got, you'll get them next time, Day9's. But I mean, you know, like, one of the weirdest things to me, one of the weirdest experiences and things to me, I've been part of events that went something like this. Hey, I know that the timeline is really tight, and I know it's an ambitious schedule, but like, if we all just work hard enough, we can make it happen. You know, well, I think we have some really cool opportunities here. You just need to try, you know. And what wound up happening is the camera went insane. What wound up happening with this event that I'm describing is it actually literally never happened. Things were getting close, and we were like, I don't know, should we push it? And the organizer was like, nope, we're not just not going to push it. We're going to, why did that hit me? We're not actually going to announce, or we're going to announce that this is the date that it's going to happen. So it's going to be public. So then we're committed. And there was like a lot of pressure for this event. And you know what happened? It completely fell through. Like literally just never occurred. It was announced. My name, a bunch of other people's names were attached to it. I gotta get close so he doesn't do that jumping thing. I'm just not quite sure what's happening. Am I facing the wrong way? Or maybe that's an unblockable attack? I'm not sure, but it doesn't really matter. I'll test it next time it comes up. Let me turn down the game a little bit, because it gets quite loud in the boss fights. Game capture, 25. By the way, when this is done, remind me to turn the volume back up. But this event that I was so stressed about, I was, you know, fretting because, like, my name had been attached to it, and I didn't want to let people down and all this, it just completely collapsed. And I remember thinking, like, oh my god, you know, like, what's going to happen? And everything was fine. Like, yeah, there were people who were rightfully angry. They're like, dude, what the heck? Like, I was excited to watch this thing, or attend this thing. And it's not going to happen. What the heck? Oops, I let go of a block. That was on me. And it was literally fine. Literally, it was completely okay. Oh, that's also a trap. Okay. But like the I got you, Z Sakura. I got you. All right, fine. That one sometimes hits me. Basically, I want to stay as close to this guy as I can. And with his diving attack, if I am not careful to angle to the side, yeah, like that attack is kind of annoying to me because I was holding block. And that is a blockable attack, but the angles are a little weird because it's centering. Not at the front of his head. Dude, even at it, like, I think one thing to remember is that one of the big sources of burnout is the pressure one is putting on oneself to do stuff. And this is why I'm trying to talk about, like, dude, everything can go to hell for a project. A company can completely collapse and people are fine. I've been with companies that have gone bust then. It's fine. I can't see anything. Was literally just weirdness with the camera angles. Aspect of the Crucible. Thorns! Hell yeah. Choo-choo, skidoo. Yeah, dude, everything's gonna be completely fine. King Mary says, it's hard, though, because when you're supporting family, though, and you're getting burned out, it definitely can cause things to spiral. Well, yeah. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm spending time talking about, like, dude, you know what? The company's going to be fine if you phone it in. It's going to be completely fine if you phone it in. It's going to be fine. It's a way to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Because it's very easy to deny yourself breathing room. Be like, oh, well, I can't do that, you know, because I don't want to let anyone down. And wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, watch. Hold on, watch. Medium load, baby. I can hold this and everything, and I'm still medium rolling. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Dude, we did it! Oh my god, I'm gonna turn the volume up right now. Are you kidding me? Do I have enough skidoos? Oh my god! Is it my birthday? Oh my goodness. Look at my status. Look at me. 132 equipment load and I'm medium rolling. This is the greatest time of my life. I'm gonna go for 99 endurance. You know, it says that I have 40 vigor, but I actually only have like 30 vigor. Let me see what my base stats are real fast. Oh my god, I can wear brick and stick. Yeah, 35 is my vigor. Woohoo! But yeah, Ethernet, like, you know, is this open from this side? But yeah, Ethernet, you know, because I think that, like, one of the things about burnout is that you're looking for some room, you're looking for some space. And this is why I stress things like, dude, the company's going to be fine. Just do a bad job at work for a little bit. It's fine. I do a bad job as a streamer all the time. And I've been here for 15 years. And I'm doing great. Have there been times where I'm doing better or worse? Yeah. It's fine. In the grand scheme of things, how you are for a month doesn't actually really matter that much. Your company's going to be fine. And I think that's an important way to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. No, such a thing is utterly inconceivable. We have not been abandoned. Mesmer is the son of Queen Marika. Her grace would never abandon her own flesh and blood. Because, you know, and one technique that I will stress to, like, dude, just do a bad job at work. You're going to be fine. is that you'll wind up in a situation. Oh my god, look at this. I can just switch. Oh, that feels so good. You wind up in a situation where, like, let's imagine you have 10 tasks that you've been, or, you know, let's actually talk about it in the real way it happens. You have 3 tasks. It's a lot, but you're a badass, Ethan, and you got your stuff handled. And then you get a 4th task. And it's kind of a lot, but you know what? You're handling it. It's doing all right. And then you get a 5th task. And with the 5th task, if you're having a good day, you can handle it and still feel all right. So you start trying to give yourself as many good days as you can by sleeping really well or having super regular consumption of foods, keep your energy levels even, you know, maybe drink an extra cup of coffee during the day. Hardest enemy in the game is 2 enemies. And the camera. And the camera. Oops. Yeah, so then you've gone from 3 tasks you could handle to 5 tasks where, given the circumstances, you can handle it. But, invariably, main gauche. Invariably what happens is that you start to maybe have a normal day. Not a bad day, but a normal day where you are unable to do those things. That's where this was. Got it. And it starts to feel like maybe it's in your control, and oh my gosh, maybe I should have, like, been better about doing XYZ thing with my sleep, or I just need to manage my time better. All of a sudden, your boss is asking you how are things going, and because you've taken some responsibility and put it on your own shoulders, you're like, no, everything's good. It's great. Oh, these guys. And you're like, great, here's task 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then it's easy to be in this situation where you're just like, oh my gosh, I told him everything was fine, and then you start to feel guilty, so you're starting to try to find a way to make it work. And again, humans are not robots. We have good days, we have bad days. And it's easy to convince yourself, oh my gosh, I told them I could handle it, I can't. So this is actually, in a weird way, my fault, because I said something that was not actually true. Oh my gosh. So let me try to just have only the best days ever. And then the despondence starts to kick in, because you're just like, oh my god, but if I have the best day, I can handle it. Hey, are you having trouble doing that thing? Look, it's hard, but like, I think I got it, right? You just get stuck there. At least I get stuck there at times. All right, let's check out this talisman. Don't care at all about that. I don't need flasks. I just need to get better and never get hit. Even this says that's exactly where my head is at currently. Yeah, and I thought that if I hit him, it would stagger me. And so this is where I recommend, like, I'm going to tell you some words that for me were like life-changing. Where's the way? Oh, it's this one. Which is, let someone else figure it out for a change. Just let someone else figure it out for a change. Go talk to your boss and just let them figure it out for a change. Hey, I thought that I could get through this stuff, but I'm finding I really can't. So I've been spending a few weeks trying to figure out how to make it work, and I actually think I'm really struggling. And then you just stop talking. And if you are doing, continuing this metaphor, if you said, I think I can do... Oh yeah, you. You said to them, I think I can do 8 things, and you're feeling burnt out, it's easy to try to go down to 7 things. Don't. Try to go down to 3 fucking things. That's actually a completely acceptable and reasonable thing to do. So, common thing is like, hey, I thought I could do both of these projects at once, but I'm finding... Well, I'm lucky. I'm finding we really gotta cut one. Like, I want to, and some bosses and managers suck at this. And they will say things like, just do your best. And I just go, all right, I'm just going to completely stop doing the second project. Well, you have to do some work on that. John, I hear you. I want to. Can't. Overcorrect. Because let me tell you something. The reason I was strongly suggesting, dude, just tell them to go from 7 or 8 things down to 3 things. Like, cut it in half. Because if you're burnt out, you actually probably need a little bit of time to rest. Doing 3 things will actually be hard. Ranox said, it says, yeah, just prioritize your time better, is one I've heard before. And literally, I don't say yes to fucking anything. I don't go, you know what, you're right, let me try that. I say, you know, I agree, and I think I'm so burnt out, I'm having trouble prioritizing, so can you help me do that? Akuna Lacasa says, why do you give life advice when you look 50 when you're 38? I mean, I can answer the first part of the question, which is, why am I giving advice? Because someone asked, and I'm just sharing a perspective. You know. I'm obviously not the truth bringer, you know. You have some different thoughts on the matter. I mean, tons of people are also contributing in chat if you want to join in. But yeah, I mean, the whole notion of, like, well, listen, sounds like you're putting a lot of responsibility on yourself. You just need to keep putting more responsibility on yourself to solve it. You know, anything along these lines. I do want to try to kill this guy with this. If someone tries to pull that on me, I just go, listen, I mean, I hear you, but I need you to prioritize this for me. I mean, at the very least, I mean, I'm going to need that. And they prioritize it. Do this first, this second, this third. Just do the first thing. There it is. Ethan, it says, start to push back on additional work and trying to offload some work where I can. Trying to explain the 9 systems integrations projects at once with one technical lead is not feasible. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people suck at a lot of things. Specifically, management and understanding people's workloads and understanding what that means. And I don't mean this in a, oh, let's dunk on people. Let's try to be as shitty as we can to them. Yeah, they suck and we don't. Ugh. But it's like, I want to have empathy for how hard it is for someone to actually figure out how to plan and manage all the stuff that you're doing and that other people are doing. And bluntness helps. Sometimes you have to use a hammer when you're communicating with people. Hey, what's the update on that project? Literally have not done a thing on it. I've had no time. Well, can you start on it? No. I mean, literally, I can't do it. This other project will get no progress done on it instead. That's the situation that we're at. Full stop. Not propose a solution. Just here's the status. If you got a boss, just let them figure it out. And don't be a dick. It's very easy to not be a dick. Where is this room? Okay, so that's... I'm gonna try this. This is over to here. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, like, when I heard that, that's like... That was like changing for me. That like shifted some stuff in my brain where I was like, oh, I don't actually have to like fix it all the time. And this is something that is... Oh, I see. This happens to a lot of talent where they will just be hurled unbelievably unfair and unreasonable work conditions like all the time. It's so common. And it's really hard because you work a gig and they're like, you know, for instance, it'll be like, Sean, we want you to show up to a tech rehearsal this day, and it'll be 2 hours of your time. This is just to run through everything. And then the next day, we want to do a run-through of the show for 2 hours. And the next day, you'll just get here at noon. We'll set you up, and then you'll do the thing from 1 to 5. Then all of a sudden, the tech rehearsal winds up taking like 8 hours. And you're just sitting around the entire time as you're trying to figure out some tech stuff. And it sucks, because you don't want to be like, hey, listen, fix your fucking technology. It's not my job to make sure your tech is in good shape. You said 2 hours. So you want to go, man, oh, God. You know, I guess I'll just stay. No, it's okay. It's totally fine. And then the rehearsal is supposed to be 2 hours. Is also 8 hours. Takes forever. It's really exhausting. So this is the entryway room. Great. And it's easy to just get caught in this little... It's just a little... baby step by baby step experience of like, man, I'm just scouring the edges for a path. That's right, there's this one over here. It's just little baby steps by little baby steps where you're just going, man, you know, I want to be nice, I want to help out, you know. The whole reason it's a tech rehearsal is they just set this tech up in the morning. By the way, give you a quick timeout because you're spoiling things. And just want to remind you that we're not doing any spoilers. Anyways. It's very easy to be in that situation where you're the talent and there's someone who's just saying, like, oh, please, just a little bit. No, just like a little bit more time here, guys. We'll get it ready. And I mean, I have been at events where they say it'll be 9 to noon and it's 9 to midnight because they just want the talent to just kind of be there and hang out and hang out. And all of a sudden, I've done 2 15-hour days of basically waiting around. Good stagger. Of just waiting around, doing nothing. And then I'm exhausted for the day of, and it winds up being crazy stressful. Oh my god, Smithing Stone 1, hell yeah. And, you know, like, as I've gotten older, I'm just like, man, hey, guys, I know you said, you know, it'd be a 3-hour rehearsal, and it sounds like things are going to be going a little long. I'm happy to be flexible for you guys, but tell me where we're at. And they'll go, yeah, listen, we got no ETA. And I go, okay, guys, I mean, I can give you another 30 minutes. Could we maybe do something with 30 minutes? And they're like, we'll need more time than that. And I'll be like, oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I budgeted 3 hours for this, and I have a hard out in 30 minutes. You know, so like, what might make more sense? Could we maybe like roll it into tomorrow's? I want to make sure you guys are comfortable. Notice I'm like helping, but I'm hardline boundarying. And, you know, a way to note this is, you know, Day9 said that, or we told Day9 we needed 3 hours, and he's actually going to give us 4. Wow. Talk about going above and beyond. Can I not turn my pants on while I'm climbing the ladder? All right. And I turn on my pants. Oh, this room. So if I run this way, I'm back up here again. Holy shit, how did I get knocked off and live? Is this not Dark Souls? Ah, shit. Whoopsie doopsie. Daisies. It's one of those things where I just was 100% convinced I was fine. Because that night, I thought would stagger to the attack. And I think that specific, like, heavy armor knight does not, but the other knights do. Or maybe it's there's certain attacks that they're in the middle of. But yeah, and it's like his talent, you start to learn that you have to be really clear with things in advance. Otherwise, people, and again, it's not that people are actually secretly assholes. It's that people can only track so much information. Imagine you're the tech director, and you're trying to get the tech set up, and you're encountering all these different problems. You're trying to set all your shit up in a new venue, and you're dealing with the venue, and then there's the actual graphics and audios trying to do their stuff, and you got the talent there, and, you know, a lot of the directors I've worked with are not evil, bad, prickish people trying to take advantage of this lowly talent, you know, because they don't respect it. It's just, they're just distracted. They have a lot of stuff going on. This is likely going to be so much easier with this build. Is that my first gravity death? See how cool I looked? Oh my god. Let me set a little timer for myself. A little timer for myself, because I'm actually having so much fun that I'm worried I will lose track of time. Some percentage of Wednesdays I have a little 4 p.m. Dingle Ninja says, is What the Deck no longer a show? It is currently in hiatus. Currently it's in hiatus because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just have a lot of stuff going on. I'm eliminating as many stream shows as I can. Where you come from? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm 100% playing Factorio Space Age. All I know about what I'm streaming is I'm going to be doing this. Oh, Ethernet just gifted 5. Thank you, Ethernet. You little sweetheart. Oh yeah, these two. Do this again. Oh my god, I didn't do the attack. Holy moly, that scared me. I literally was frightened by the move that my character just did. Yeah, but there's Elden Ring, there's Factorio, there's Stormgate I want to play, there's... Oh, so. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there's just a lot of work to be done right now in my life. September. Frostpunk 2, almost certain. But didn't they move their release date? The Bone Shard. The Bone Shard. Oh, now, Gold Vow. So then there's this here. It's kind of a fun little detour. See a fireplace, and I just want to like go into it because of Baldur's Gate. Try any of the new aspects incantations. The new incantations, I definitely am working my way towards now that I have enough stamina because I've been endurance maxing. Holy Proof pickled liver. Dude, I love pickled things so much. Oh my god. Ashuman TV, welcome back. Welcome back to heaven. So I assume that what's going to happen is I'm going to go over here, come down, and open up this door. I assume that that is death. What, these little guys? Get the big guns out. What is favorite weapon? I mean, the 3 that I'm wearing right now. This Claw Seal Mark, this Ruin's Greatsword, this Cross Naginata. There's more of those little peckers around. I'm going to get out my pecker. I did not think about that wording before it left my mouth. But you know what I mean. I'm going to get out my Cross Naginata to poke them to death. There we go. Whoopsie daisies. Well, you know, sometimes we don't think, we just say stuff. You know, it's an occupational hazard. The fact that I am being recorded as I'm speaking, it's not something that I signed up for, but it is something that I, in a way, it's all I've ever really signed up for. Hey! Happy birthday to the girl. This is actually the simplest relink I've ever seen. Long Brains is my favorite weapon is the Magma Blade and the Backstab Blades. Dude, the Backstab Blades... Isn't that pair of things where you do these crazy swirly-whirly-do things? I've done it, I have relinked. Not enough souls to get more endurance. Ashuman, today is actually not my birthday. My birthday was the 27th. Yeah, the backs, like, because I think that if I were to play this again, I would do, like, a full int spellcaster build, or maybe, like, a dex int build. Okay. Poke, roll. Very cool, Day9. Oh, speaking of cool moves, Severance returns on the 17th of January. Severance. Like, my second favorite television show of all time. And the only reason it's not #1 is that I really do need to see how that stuff pans out. Because if it turns out that it's really, really bad, then that would stink. I hear you. What's your #1? Guess. Guess. Take a wild damn guess. It's not a K-drama. Oh, Salvatorosa, got it. Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what? Avatar: The Last Airbender is definitely it. What's the name of those damn things that you can, like, toss? There it is. Okay, that is death. No way. Fucking sick. I can't believe it. This game actually has a waterfall with something behind it. What are the odds? I mean, at least give me an item back here. Ladders? Any ladders? Any ladders? Any takers? Dude, Severance is such an insanely good show. It's on Apple TV. It's the greatest show ever. It's so good. It's unbelievably ridiculously good. I just hope it holds strong. Oh, we going down, baby. Ah, and this could maybe enter out into this one. Do you feel like they have a sense of where they're going? Is this it? I mean... I don't know why, it disappoints me. But yeah, the first season of True Detective was also amazing, Sodas. Like, it was so good. Oh. I love the first season of True Detective, like, a lot. That was some good stuff. I've been watching a lot of TV. I just started a new Korean drama last night, and that is just making me very, very happy. Does the torch show hidden stuff? It does not. It's just beautiful and purple. I mean, like, the only way to really detect things that I am aware of is just by, like, striking. So, you know, I do my diligence sometimes, and if a wall looks like there's something behind it, you know, I'm more than willing to give it a whack. But, like, you know, this room just didn't seem to really have anything worth stabbing for. So I just kind of bailed. You seen the glory? I have not watched a lot of TV lately. And I want to be really clear. When I say K-dramas, dude, can I just, guys, I'm going to go on sub mode. I just got spoiled. I just got spoiled where everyone just starts spamming in chat, and that honestly hurts my feelings. 'Cause, like, now all of a sudden, you know, if there is something here, it's been completely spoiled for me. And I really don't like that experience. I really, really, really don't like that experience at all. Maybe it turns out there's nothing. Maybe there's nothing here at all. Maybe there was a passageway that I didn't see. And that's okay. It's okay for me to miss content. Like, this is really, like literally, this surprise was ruined for me. This surprise was just ruined for me. So I would like, again, if I'm gonna miss something, just let me miss something. This is not a, oh man, oh, now I see what everyone was saying, that was fun. Like, for me, that was just, this is like a sense of loss. I'm going to leave it on sub mode for the remainder of the time. Ah, man. Ah, this sucks. I mean, what can you do? Oh, the infamous rest in coffin. Ah, man. Oh, my God, the ruin that has befallen. Well, boo. Well, let's try to cheer ourselves up and just see some other stuff. Here, the funny part about leaving on sub mode only is that it was the subs that spoiled it. That is untrue. I literally have access to the chat. Interesting. This does not appear to be a two-way coffin. I'm hoping there's a two-way coffin. Because if there is, that at least gives me a little bit of comfort. Knowing that this was not the biggest thing that was spoiled. Sorry, I'm just gonna sit for a little bit. Because I'm a little tilted. Trying to go rub against a lot of these coffins to see if any of them are travel coffins. Alack. I mean, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Longstar says, can anyone explain why the rope emoji was a giveaway? The rope emoji is not a giveaway. The rope emoji is what is typed anytime I'm talking about trying to find something. Because the rope emoji was this old meme that happened on an old stream where I couldn't figure out how to progress, and everyone just started saying, I can't believe Day9 missed the rope. How did he miss the rope? Oh my god. It turns out there never was a rope, and I was just getting trolled by chat for a long time. So the joke of using the rope is everything connected to, man, I don't know how to find the thing. So people type, oh, the rope. You can't find the rope, because the joke is there's probably nothing there. And you might be getting trolled by chat. It is a way for someone to engage in a fun way while not spoiling anything. So it could very well be that this was the one way to get there. Well, I mean, I actually cannot stress enough how disappointed I am. Fuck me, man. I mean, I'm trying to keep high spirits about it, but that's actually very, 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 very painful. No. You know what? Leonu, you're right. The good news is the game is gigantic, and there's always some fun, thrilling stuff around the corner. I'm gonna subject myself to going deeper into the cave. Alright, let's see. We got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Should I go deeper into the castle? Should I go here and look around in this area? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take my horse around the castle watering hole. I think that's the plan that I'm going to do. And also, I'm playing for a long day tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a nice, long, juicy day of streaming. All right. This is so sweet. There's just like all these corpse fire giants down here. Huh. That might be a half-living dude. Ruins of... This is a non-sub. I prefer sub mode. You know, I've been trying to keep it off as of late. And then occasionally turning it on if some people are getting a little out of whack, but... Holy, I'm huge, man. I've skidooed up so hard. Longstar says my friend spoiled the existence of the underground map in the base game. I'm still upset. Dude, I know, like, I just... I mean, there are major moments in media that are satisfying because they are experienced rather than spoiled. I'm not going to go into the ruins yet. Just going to walk on horse. Not do a horse run, but merely a horse stroll. Let's see what's on the outskirts. What's your biggest criticism of Elden Ring? I don't really know if I have any criticism of Elden Ring. I mean, I know I was talking about a nit at the start. But I mean, broadly speaking, I don't really know if I have one. Raunchy, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Hope all things are going great in Raunchy Town. Really? Really? Huh. Is there more path over here? No way. This game is unbelievable. So I can wander down here. I mean, this is some next level map construction. Goodness. This fucking game is shit! Oh my god. Gravity, man. Alright, I want to wander down this way. So before I do, I should mark that I have not gone into here. And I also have not gone in this way. Dude, this is so reminiscent of the Valley of Drakes. I thought about being on my horse for this. Oh my god, there's a skidoo over there. Ow. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to stop sprinting on the horse, because I will absolutely eject myself. Favorite boss fight so far? The Elemental Lion, I thought, was just unbelievable. It was just spectacular. No way. This thing connects to here? You can do it. Alright. Can you not actually sit at a side of the race like that? Alright. I'm actually totally content with that. I want to know where that thing spills out. Is this where I think it is? It might be. Wow. Yeah, so this entire area was spoiled. Well, you know what? It's okay. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to be in cheery spirits. Grab these real fast. So this allows me to go way down below. I can't believe how, like, the density of some of these locations is pretty incredible. Wow. There's just so many places to explore. I mean, there's this entire area here. Well, we all know what, yeah, we all thought it when we saw this. Oh yeah, and then here's Elder's Hovel. North Highway South. Yeah, and there's a giant dragon that's out here. Oh man. Okay, so what we're going to do when we come back is I'm actually going to continue to fight through the Shadow Keep. I'm just going to go march my way straight up here to where there's invariably going to be some tough baddies to fight. And then I think I might backtrack all the way back here to one of the earlier areas and get this skidoo thing here, explore this over here. I kind of want to go to the Elac River downstream and do this downward area. Oh, what an incredible experience. But for now, I'm going to end my short little stream. I'm going to power down, and I'll see all you hot babies tomorrow.